everyone, welcome back. We're at Yellowstone. Well, not yet, but we're going to Yellowstone. Today. My best friend Brett is traveling from Virginia all the way up to Montana for a new job. It's the first time I'm going to see him in 3 years.
Yeah, early. No way.
All right, man. See you later. Yeah, have a safe trip. All right, everyone. Literally, I wouldn't say in the middle of nowhere, but headed out to Yellowstone. As you guys seen, been doing a lot of crazy things in the intro of this video. Travel vlog, didn't really want to do a whole lot of that, but went to Yellowstone with Renee. We're on the way there right now. I got to see my good friend Brett, my best friend from college as well. He's traveling to Montana for his new job, and just ironically, it lined up perfectly. But now I'm out here in Wyoming on the way to Yellowstone, and it is absolutely beautiful. I wish the wind didn't pick up because this is amazing. I decided to walk over here. I'm going to try to explore, get a little bit out of my comfort zone. But this is amazing. If anyone out here lives in like the, I would say the flyover states, it's truly amazing how beautiful this part of the country is. This is my first time out here, and it's crazy. You don't get this kind of mountain-esque landscape on the East Coast. I don't know what rock, I don't know if those are Rockies all the way out there. Do you see them? They are massive. And I mean massive. Like, these hills are decent size, but they're out there. That's far. They're far. You can almost see the snow from over here. Crazy. One of many beaches. Oh, seagull. I thought that was a sea lion popping out right there. That is not a sea lion. I believe that's a rock. But this is probably the clearest water I've ever seen. There's no algae. There's no muck. And if you're wondering, yeah, it's very cold. It's got to be 50 degrees or so. It's not the beach. They are big. Wow. The sulfuric smell from that is just incredible, by the way. If you're wondering what it smells like, it's very sulfuric. One of the things I really noticed with Yellowstone is probably every 2,000 feet there's a pull-off, and you can just see a different spot of the park. So right here we have another spot of the lake, which I guess these are here so you don't walk down there. Just amazing. I'm trying to figure out where we were from that one shot, but I think those really, really tall mountains are on the other side of that mountain. But if you like nature, so far this trip has been amazing. There's been a lot of different beautiful scene. Oh, I guess it's because this is such a steep bank they don't want you going over it. That probably makes sense. If you wanted to walk down, you just walk down over here. Kind of smells like the beach. A little bit. You can sit here and watch these bubbles in the same spot for probably literally thousands of years. Just same bubbles, same spots. And before you think about it, you should not touch that. That's very hot. These are called the thumb paint pots. You know how I know? It says right there. But you gotta think, like the first explorers. What did they think when they saw this? How many of them probably died doing something pretty stupid? because you don't know, but like that's deadly hot. So you have a crow go over. It's just amazing things in nature. Even in America, there's just so much crazy stuff to see. That stuff is bubbling and steaming. Though it doesn't pick up on the GoPro, it's bubbling, which probably means it's boiling, which is not a dip in the bath, so to speak. It's amazing. All of them are so different in color. Like it's like a greenish brown. That's a bright blue. It's like a yellow blue over there. There's probably 25 or so.
Major change to her interval. These days, it's every 90 minutes on average that she will erupt, about every hour and a half. And not since 1959 has there been a major change in that. Back then, she erupted maybe every 70 minutes. But again, earthquakes and being in a dynamic area like we are today can lead to a lot of changes, even entire creations of geysers and destructions of geysers. So I'm glad that y'all are here to enjoy Old Faithful in 2022, our 150th birthday, an awesome time to see this geyser, because who knows, maybe a small earthquake tomorrow could destroy Old Faithful.
Alright, this is known as Old Faithful Lodge. You guys saw a little clip from Old Faithful. The geyser goes off, I think, every 90 minutes. Now we're going to travel on this large looking bus. I don't know where I'm going with it, but we're going somewhere. There's just so many tour guides and different travel companions in this area, but it's a nice vintage travel bus. Got to go on a tour also when you're here. You can't just expect you know everything, because I know nothing, as you guys see. This is something basin of geyser. What is it called? Black basin? Black sand basin geyser. I don't know. Something. It looks very nice. And that's very hot. Don't touch that. If you see liquid in this park, you should not touch it. If you see any smoke in the park or steam, you should not touch it. Probably should just not touch anything. On the way over here, he said that park erupted 2.1 million years ago and something like 900,000 years ago or 600,000 years ago. It's supposed to go in intervals of like 600,000. I don't think I'll be around 600,000 years, but it's a volcano, if you guys didn't know. You're sitting on top of a volcano.
Around the outside of it, you can see a kind of a crust. That's all silica. For those of you who are smelling the nice fumes, enjoy the fumes for a minute. Mark Twain once wrote, when he was visiting Hawaii and the volcanoes, the smell of sulfur is strong, but not unpleasant to a sinner. Okay, that'll be the last literary reference. We'll just take those out. Hydrogen sulfide gas is what makes the smell. And you'll smell it throughout the park in various strengths, depending on where you are. This pond here, this spring, looks like it's pretty sedate, doesn't it? Till you look behind it and see the water running down into the Firehole River. Look at the volume of it. Right. Follow the steam down.
Oh.
In a certain time period in the 1980s, this little spring put out enough water at a high enough rate that it killed all the fish between here and the corner. We had dead fish floating all over. So even inside these calm-looking features, sometimes they can change pretty radically overnight.
Well, I can't really go down there. It's a very, very nice waterfall, and I'm getting very nauseous standing by it. If I drop this GoPro, see a negative. I'm actually holding on with 2 hands. Yeah, sorry.
Got it? Thank you, Jack.
All right, day 2 now at Yellowstone. The sun is slowly peeking up. Just want to take you down here and show you this view. This is at, I think it's Firehole Canyon Drive. Although this camera really doesn't do this justice. It's very loud out here, and that's a very, very tall, what I believe is a lava rock formed from a volcano a very long time ago. In fact, a lot of these rocks and canyons here at Yellowstone seem to be lava rocks. Those are not, I don't think. They could be. Very, very neat. I'll let you know how this water feels. I'm going to go with cold, ice cold, freezing. You go ice fishing on it. That is cold. Yellowstone has lots and lots of paths as well. Wow. Watch out for fallen rock. Wow. Not a complete expert, but that looks kind of like a hoof. There's another piece right there. It's more like a solid. Actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Never know what can be out here in bear country. Alright, probably the best view I would say so far in a while. If not from yesterday. I wish the GoPro did a little zooming in because that whole white water rafting area down there looks pretty awesome. The nice thing also in Yellowstone, they have all these different cutouts where you can pull off. And it seems to be a thing where if there's a car that's pulled off, don't worry, you know, in another 100 feet there's another pull off. So everyone kind of gets their own spot. You kind of get to explore nature and experience it by yourself, so to speak. But this is amazing. I'm not in swimming attire right now either. Oh man, it's also very cold. Exercise just going up and down this thing. Oh no, it's actually warm. Wow. I mean, I wouldn't say it's like, oh, there's steam coming off. I wouldn't say it's like, it's probably 70, 72. It's warm enough where you can swim, but not warm enough where you're like, hey, this is enjoyable. It's another thermal area. There's another one over there. It's so sketchy. I'll even show you. I'll walk you over here. Like, these walkways, they're everywhere in Yellowstone. So if you ever come here and you're like worried about, like, you know, am I gonna walk on level land, whatever it might be, you have to bring boots, somewhere in sneakers. But there's nothing really holding you back from, like, taking the wrong step there. I don't know, kind of sketchy. That's like, it's nice that it's very nature-like here, but the whole take a wrong step might be missing a body part after a while. It's kind of freaking me out. Very nice. Oh wow, that's really bubbling. I noticed when watching videos on YouTube, especially like Niagara Falls, you don't really gain a magnitude of how large that is. That's a decent size. I would say it's probably 150, maybe 250 feet tall down there. But then again, I'm from a weird angle, so probably you go on Google and you'll find it's probably different height. See all those rocks down there? Those are crazy. Some of those boulders are the size of cars. Dangerous ground. And then there's the famous clickbait face, almost seen everywhere on YouTube. You can see the Grand Tetons all the way over there. That's how large they are. They are massive. Like, I look around here, these I mean, the hills in the western part of America are much larger than the ones on the East Coast. And you look at that, and that thing's huge. It's probably even bigger around Colorado. Take a long time to get there, I bet. There's a lot of different colors, similar to paint. You have reds, greens, whites, oranges, yellows, mixed in with grays. You have the smoke. It really looks like a painter's board, so to speak. Look at the colors over here. That's some nice reds, blues. We're now by Mammoth, which is right down there. And apparently that whole area down there, those yellow buildings, were used by, I believe, the Army. I don't know when, but a while back. There's apparently a museum down there. Very interesting. Down the hole. So we have one way to find out. Well, now we're in Mammoth. Usually there are elk here, I've been told. I would just walk over there, walk in the middle of that field. I've never seen an elk, so I like to see one, but I'm not going to lose sleep if I don't. We have a hotel over here. And a little shop in there. There's a lot of, I'll probably take you into one store. We've probably seen like 7 or 8 gift shops, and it seems like every single gift shop is a little bit different. They have different apparel, all Yellowstone related, but a lot of these stores don't have the same exact shirts, or the same exact magnets, or the same exact stickers. Everything's just a little bit different. Danger wildlife. Do not approach. So far, all we've seen is this guy. It's now raining.
It's just very weird that there aren't any
Yeah, this
Every
is
time
elk
I've
area.
been here, they're just laying around, walking, and I don't see any. You want to go in there?
Angry Renee.
We want the, oh.
It's fancy.
This is the dinnerware.
Oh, let's go around. So we're fascinated about antiques on our channel. So we're fascinated by antiques. It's the old dinnerware they used to have.
Ephemera.
An ephemera. You got postcards. You have hotel keys from the 60s.
Wow.
Key tag.
Those passes from the 20s.
Wow, those are the park passes.
I need to find those in a box.
Yeah, find those in a couple box slots. $2 box slots, or as they always say, quarter box slots. I've never seen an auction where they sell box slots for a quarter, but very cool. I guess that's what it looks like when it snows. I think we're still in Wyoming right now. I think so. Don't have service here, by the way. They have a lot of pottery. It's also sunny out right now, but it's also raining. Interesting. Can't see out there. It looks like a weird. It's nice pottery. If you're into pottery. They also have a lot of prints. I don't know if this store does. They also sell a lot of booze. There's some wine over there. Oh, that's why we came to Mammoth, to see this guy. Just not a stuffed version. But this will do. It's a very large animal. Apparently right now they're bugling. I've been mispronouncing that word for the last 2 days. It's a big animal. Alright, here's a bunch more animals that are here in Wyoming, or I should say Yellowstone. Mountain lion. That's a tree in Douglas fir. River otter. Bald eagle. We saw a bald eagle the first day. It's probably the first animal we saw. Great horned owl. Oh, he's up there. It's a gray wolf. It's looking brown. I guess he's gray. A lot of cool animals. Red fox. I feel like I'm kind of in Cabela's. American beaver. Wow, that guy looks awesome. Jeez. So I just learned that the reason why the Army came to this area was because of poacherness. Poaching was a huge problem in Yellowstone with all the big game that's out here, the elk, the bison, a lot of stuff where you don't really find that around the United States, but they hauled in the United States Army to kind of set law, so to speak. A little piece of American history right there. Alright, not going to show up on camera, but in between that building and this building, right on the corner right here, is an elk. It's right behind the light pole. Maybe I should go around the light pole. That'd probably be a smart thing, right, Taco? Alright, now he's above the white car. I'm very fancy on YouTube. I can probably do a zoom in, which probably does terrible resolution, but we'll try it anyway. I think he's trying to find his mate. He's sniffing another elk pretty hard right now. Park rangers are right there. Alright everyone, we have a bison right over here. It's been a great trip here to Yellowstone National Park. I've accumulated 3 days worth of footage into this one video. So the past couple days have all been documented into this one video, and it's been a great trip. You guys can see all the thermal features in the background. That's all the steam coming off of the thermal features, as well as this is Old Faithful Geyser right there. It's been going off for a very long time. It goes off pretty much every 90 minutes, give or take maybe 5 or 10 minutes. But it was an awesome trip here. We have a lovely bison, something that we don't have back home. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this wonderful trip to Yellowstone. Thanks for coming along. If you guys enjoyed this travel vlog, enjoyed treasure hunts, make sure to subscribe down below and definitely hit the like button. It's been a blast. I probably will do one more video here while I'm out here in Wyoming. That most likely will be tomorrow's video with accumulation over a couple days. So if you guys see this video, I did make it home safely. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. It's been a blast. I'll catch you guys next time for our next adventure. Until next time, have a great day. Keep living the dream. Peace.